We love mineral water. We love mineral water.
We need more Jedi joy. Love me or hate me, still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then you. Love me or hate me, still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then you. In fact, I need a diet. No, in fact, I'm just too light, and I ain't got the biggest breasts, but I read all the mysticism. I've got hairy armpits, but I don't walk around like this. I wear a big baggy t-shirt that has a nasty shit. Never had my nails done, must been down until the 9 month. One night I get some bum, now I don't really give a. I miss my shepherd's high like a Mohammed missing a diamond. I miss my shepherd's and now I bow down to your royal highness. No, I don't have a corgi, had a hamster die cause I ignored it. Go on then, go on, report me, I'm a bear kid, trying to bore me. Love me or hate me, still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then you. Love me or hate me, still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then I'm a funky little monkey with the tiniest ear. I don't like drinking fancy champagne, I'll stick with Heineken beers. Might burp in your face, a little ladylike. What can I say? Well, oh gosh, I'm not passionate. Yeah, we're out flags, I know what I'm doing, yeah. So everybody's entitled to opinions. I've opened my mouth, shit, I got big. I'm the little kid, making niggas sleep. No jiggles when you spit. No, I do have some stories, it's true, I want the glory. Go on then, go on, support me. I'm American, trying to deport me. Love me or hate me, still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then fuck you. If you hate me, then fuck you. Love me or hate me, still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then I can't dance and I really can't sing. Yeah, I can only do one thing and that's be Jedi joy. So I can't dance and I really can't sing. Yeah, I can only do one thing and that's be Jedi joy. Love me or hate me, still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then you.
We love mineral water. We love mineral water.
We need more Jedi joy. Love me or hate me, still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then you. Love me or hate me, still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then you. In fact, I need a diet. No, in fact, I'm just too light, and I ain't got the biggest breasts, but I read all the mysticism. I've got hairy armpits, but I don't walk around like this. I wear a big baggy t-shirt that has a nasty shit. Never had my nails done, must been down until the 9 month. One night I get some bum, now I don't really give a. I miss my shepherd's high like a Mohammed missing a diamond. I miss my shepherd's and now I bow down to your royal highness. No, I don't have a corgi, had a hamster die cause I ignored it. Go on then, go on, report me, I'm a bear kid, trying to bore me. Love me or hate me, still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then you. Love me or hate me, still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then I'm a funky little monkey with the tiniest ear. I don't like drinking fancy champagne, I'll stick with Heineken beers. Might burp in your face, a little ladylike. What can I say? Well, oh gosh, I'm not passionate. Yeah, we're out flags, I know what I'm doing, yeah. So everybody's entitled to opinions. I've opened my mouth, shit, I got big. I'm the little kid, making niggas sleep. No jiggles when you spit. No, I do have some stories, it's true, I want the glory. Go on then, go on, support me. I'm American, trying to deport me. Love me or hate me, still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then fuck you. If you hate me, then fuck you. Love me or hate me, still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then I can't dance and I really can't sing. Yeah, I can only do one thing and that's be Jedi joy. So I
mineral water. We love mineral water.
Hey, poor Jedi Joy. Love me or hate me, still no question. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then you. Love me or hate me, still no question. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then you. I'm back, I need a giant. No, in fact, I'm just too light. And I ain't got the biggest justices, but I ran all the businesses. I got hair in the armpits, but I don't walk around like this. I wear a big baggy t-shirt that has a nasty shit. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me. So I'm here in Times Square, you guys. I was coming to Chase ATM. So all the vestibules are, the little huts that they put the ATMs in, are closed at 10, except for in Times Square. There's a Chase vestibule. No, sorry, no, it's not a vestibule. There's a Chase ATM that's outside. So I walked all the way to Times Square, which is not near where I'm staying. So I thought you guys, let's take a look. Look, here we are, Times Square. Yeah, so I worked just a minute ago and got money, obviously, and then I thought about going in the morning to the bank, but I was awake. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go for a walk to Times Square and deposit in Times Square because I know that that's the only ATM I know of in all of Manhattan. There might be another one. The only one I have found that's outside. All the rest are closed at 10 p.m., 7 to 10 p.m., which is super irritating me. I find that irritating that you can't get to your bank take money out or deposit after 10 p.m. I think that's annoying, but whatever. But there's this one in Times Square that's outside. And so there's a million Chases. There's probably more Chases than any bank in New York, which we have Chase. Richard has Chase. I have Capital One. But he has Chase. And there's a gazillion Chases. I mean, they're like on every corner, but they're always in vestibules. Like there's only like 5 Chases I walked by to go to that one, but they were all closed. So I'm here in Times Square, you guys. Let me show you guys a little spin around here. Here we are, Times Square. It's, what time is it? 4 in the morning in Manhattan. So I'm having the best time, super successful trip already. I think I'm gonna far succeed any of my other trips already just by the way this one's going. But what's crazy is I had that phone issue. Still have a phone issue, but we switched over to my text now on my ad, because my ad takes a minute to update. So like it's really annoying. Ads in this job are not something that's instant. Like one thing, even when you go to post ad, it could take like anywhere from 3 days to a week for them to post your ad. So I've had it be where like when we got to New York, my ad wasn't even up, and it's just like, come on, and it's a lot of money. It's an exuberant amount of money we're paying to these services, and there's not even a number you can call. There's not a number you can call. There's not an email. There's not anything. You pay them exuberant amounts of money, and they either put your ad up or they don't. Like that's just how it goes. And I've had to be where my ad glitched, and like I spent like $900 for a week, and they didn't even put my ad up when we were in Manhattan. And that's just how it goes. It's like, okay, that's just what you deal with. So, but anywho, everybody, having the greatest time in Manhattan. I miss my family. I miss Rich so much. Do you guys hear me okay? I was almost I miss you like a fat kid misses cake. I miss my bunny. I miss Annette. I was actually started crying when I watched a little video of Annette in the car. I was just like, I just love my sister. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Here's Times Square. Got Paramount right there. We got all these ads. Times Square is basically just a bunch of billboards. We got the Armed Forces recruiting station there. Yeah, so I was in the Air Force. Oh, what happened to teach a man Dan and just claim to go into the Air Force? I don't know what that's about. One thing, there's not a 9-year delayed entry program, so I don't know what he's doing. I think he's lying, to be honest. I don't think he's going in the Air Force. And he said he was going to sell us his Puffco. And we told him we would buy the amount that he said $250, and we said no problem. I think it was he said, so whatever amount he said, we said no problem.
Guys blew us off. I'm like, whatever. It's an A patrol. But anywho, these people are such liars online, and they call us liars. I'm like, bro, they never try to lie about anything. We really don't. We tell you guys everything, and you guys just like lie about everything and call us liars. I'm like, are you insane? The biggest habitual liars are calling other people liars. It's ludicrous to me. But anywho, on another note. But here we go, you guys. Here's Times Square. So I'm not staying anywhere near here for all you people trying to dox me. I had to walk quite a good distance to get over here. And I'm not going to walk on blog to my hotel. I'm not walking to my hotel. I'm just walking aimlessly. I'm just to kind of just walk to blog. I'm not even close to where I'm staying. And I'm not even heading the right direction. I'm just walking. So for anybody that thinks they're going to figure out where I'm staying or something like that, it's not the case. And I'm staying somewhere new, not a place I've ever stayed before. So for any of you haters, think you're gonna figure it out. It's not gonna happen. But yeah, it's hard for me to blog because all I can do is sit on the floor with the white or walk around. And where I would rather be showing you guys, oh, I made my burgers tonight. Oh my God, it's probably why I have all this energy. Oh my God, I ate a pound of organic beef burgers. I feel on top of the moon. I mean, it is just amazing, the difference. And it is substantially different when I do not have my burgers. Like, I feel like shit. Like, I literally have felt like crap the whole time I've been here because I have not had my burgers. And I made them in that little George Foreman grill. I'm bringing that home. I'm going to start making my burgers in that at home. I'm bringing that one home. Normally I'll like just return it or whatever, or I don't need it. But I'm bringing that little baby home. It's only $16. Richard got a great deal. It's only $16 for the little grill, and lifesaver. And it's so small, so perfect for a hotel. I should have been getting that one all along. And it only makes 2 burgers at a time, which is kind of nice because sometimes I don't want to eat at full pounds. I only want 2 burgers. So I made 2 earlier, and then I made 2 later, which was like, that's great. And it's going to just save me a fortune, too, because I've been spending too much money on food here. For trying to get beef is a fortune. Like, if you try to get it from a restaurant, like if you buy steak or something like that, like $12 I spent today on a little bit of steak on top of rice, and that wasn't nearly as good as my organic beef burgers. So it's going to literally save me a fortune now, and I'm so happy that I can cook in the hotel I'm at because I wasn't sure I was going to be able to, and I really probably couldn't have until they moved me to the penthouse. The other 2 rooms were not really equipped to cook. I don't even know if the windows open in the other rooms. They may have, but it's hard to get them open, like I said, but I got it open in the penthouse. So I was looking, there's only 3 rooms in the penthouse, and mine's the biggest one. I was looking at the floor plan. They gave me the biggest room in the hotel. I was like, God. I mean, it's not an exuberant penthouse because it's not like a super fancy hotel, It's a pretty basic hotel, but still, it's a nice. Oh my, shoot, hold on, guys, hold on. Hey, you guys still there? Rich, you guys still there? Sorry, my phone tried to connect to a Wi-Fi out here. So I had to disconnect it from the Wi-Fi, and then I lost connection with you guys. It was trying to connect to the Ryan Wi-Fi. I don't know. Okay. I don't know what that's about. It wasn't even like an AT&T Wi-Fi. So I tell you guys about, like, basically they say I'm, like, just screwed with my phone. That, like, don't know, sorry, you're not going to ever receive messages again kind of thing. I'm like, okay, so I have an AT&T phone that I paid for through AT&T. It's like a, $1,000 to $1,500 iPhone, whatever their costs are now. And you're telling me you can't fix my messaging issue. And I'm just never going to receive a text message ever in my life again. That's what you're telling me? They're like, yeah, basically. Like, okay, that's okay for that to be a thing? Okay. All right. I mean, it's just like, really? Like, that's what you're telling me? You're telling me I'm just screwed? Like, basically, get a new phone number? Try again? I'm like, okay. That's ridiculous, but okay. And luckily I forward, otherwise I'd be saying nothing. And we just sort of text now. I hate text now. It sounds annoying because I don't like the app. It's like weird to use. It's not super user friendly. And I was like, really? You're just telling me? Oh, this is getting ugly. I'm gonna go back towards Times Square because it's getting too dark this way. I'm going uptown and it's just too dark. I'm gonna head back downtown this direction. We have more light this direction. Up there is just too dark. Look, it's just gonna be dark. It's gonna be like to the black abyss. So I'm gonna head back towards Times Square because it's bright in Times Square. So we're gonna keep going back. Like I said, I'm just wandering. I have no purpose of where I'm going. It's not towards my hotel or anything like that. I'm gonna vlog and I'll jump off and then I'll walk to my hotel. So I'm not gonna be walking to my hotel while I'm on vlog because of haters. So so I'm just wandering around. It's raining right now. It's sprinkling. So anybody that told me like New York was gonna be warm, you're nuts. I mean, it's not cold, but it's not warm either. It's right now it's muggy, so it's kind of warm right now. But like on any given day, it's chilly still, even in summer. Like it's New York, it's on the water, it's an island. It's Manhattan, it's an island. It's surrounded by water, so it's like always cold, even in June. And anybody that told me don't bring like stuff for cold weather, you're nuts. Because right now it's muggy, so I wouldn't say it's cold. It's actually it's getting a little bit warm because it's muggy, but like earlier today it was pretty chilly, so it just depends, you know. I think today's gonna be a warmer day. I actually might need to take off my jacket in a minute here. It's actually kind of getting a little muggy. But my point is, earlier it was cold. And so anyone that's like, oh, you're gonna be there in summer, don't bring a jacket. No, you're insane. Always bring a jacket to New York. Always, always, always. Whether it's July, whether it's August, always. Because some nights, some mornings are cold. It's just how it is because you're on the water. It doesn't matter what season it is. But now that I'm walking, I am going to take off my jacket because I'm getting a little bit warm actually. So it's a little bit warm right now. But like earlier today, I was cold. So you can't just go off of like the season. You can't say, oh, it's summer, so it's going to be warm, because that's not necessarily the case. So I have a little, what do you call this? Reusable bag in my purse. Put my sweatshirt in it. Let's get one of these little bags. Pay $1 for this thing. All right, got from Fairway Market. So I'm gonna take my sweatshirt off. It's actually a little bit warm now. Walking around. So I've actually walked quite a few blocks already because I walked before I talked to you guys. So I'm pretty warm just from walking. But I wouldn't say it's like super warm out. It's not chilly right now, but yeah, it's not like warm. I'm in new jeans. There we go, put that in my bag. And we'll eventually, I brought my little tripod. Yeah, a little dinky tripod. It's perfect. It's so fabulous. I'm wearing this shirt like crazy. Oh, the New York City shirt. I got it for $10 because this one of these souvenir shops, I forget where it was now, I can't even remember. When I was walking one of these days, they were going out of business. And I went in there and I bought a couple of things for 50% off. So I got like a hat for $5, got my t-shirt for like $10. Some of these things are like more expensive. Those souvenir shops are like exuberant, like way too expensive usually. So this one I was like, okay, that's normal prices now. Very affordable if you're half off. But these shops are a fortune for their little things. These Trump dolls. Queen Elizabeth, Prince Charles, Albert Einstein. Look at all these little guys we got here. These little cuties. This Biden, look at Biden. Got Michelle and Barack. Oh my goodness, those are not good bobblehead things for them. They don't look anything like Michelle. Oh gosh, these are hilarious. Clinton over there. They look like Clinton. These are terrible. They don't look anything like that. Don't look like Wonder Woman. Ugliest Wonder Woman I ever seen. Look at these little guys. Look at this Trump. Oh, that's a fat baby Trump. And then we got the little Pillsbury Doughboy. What do we got here? Me and Rich used to have a Trump bobblehead when we lived in New York, and Rich would take it everywhere. And we'd put it in our windows in all of our hotels. And he was like obsessed with Trump when we lived in New York. It was really funny. And he left it at one of the hotels, and he made me go back for it. Because he's like, you have to go back to get my bobblehead. And I was like, oh, come on. Because we left like some other things. We left a couple things there. We forgot. And so I go back, and they had my other things. And I say, do you have our Trump bobblehead doll? And they said, I don't know. No, I don't see it. And I said, can you please go see if you can find it? It's very important to my husband. And they just looked at me like I was crazy. And they went and looked in the room, and they said, unfortunately, I don't know what happened to it. We cannot find it. I said, oh, that's so unfortunate. My husband's going to be so upset that you lost his Trump bubble doll. And I went back to it. He was so mad. He was so upset. What? Who took my Trump bobblehead? And someone apparently wanted it from the hotel. It's raining right now, so I'm getting rained on, but that's all right. It actually feels kind of nice. So we're here in Times Square again. For those of you that are just tuning in, I'm just walking around. This is not near my hotel. For anybody, it's not. I actually came all the way to Times Square because Times Square is the only place that has an ATM that's outside that I've found in Manhattan for Chase. All the rest of them are in Vestibles. So I just did a deposit because I worked again today, which is good. So we got 3 times today. Fabulous for a Monday. Couldn't complain. Couldn't be better kind of thing. I mean, I wouldn't even expect to work any more than that. So that is just fabulous. Here's this Carlos. You guys know this Carlos Bake Shop? This is the guy that does those cake, pieces of cake in a vending machine. Have you guys seen those cakes in a vending machine? They have them in Vegas. They literally have a piece of cake in a vending machine, but it comes from this place, this Carlos Bake Shop in Times Square. Is what the vending machine is this guy right here. So there you go. It's a cake shop. But in Las Vegas, they have vending machines that dispense the cake from this store, from this one, from this Carlos guy. Yeah, they have vending machines that dispense one piece of cake. It's the weirdest thing. You get cake from a vending machine. Yeah, it's like a big piece of cake, like a huge piece of cake. You know, like it's a like I don't know what they call it, where it's like layered. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's machines from there. Right there. We got the Armed Forces, the New York Police Department. What else we got going on over here? But Times Square, Hard Rock. We got Hard Rock. So you guys know the Mirage is going to turn into a Hard Rock in Las Vegas because our Hard Rock became the Virgin Hotel. There's another Chase, but that Chase has a vestibule. See, that was not the one I went to. Most of them have vestibules. There's only like one that I've ever found that's outside. So I walked all the way over here, and I could have just gone in the morning. There was no point for me to come here other than I was awake, and I said, F it, I'll walk to Times Square. And at first I was like, you know what, I'll just go in the morning, because at 7 a.m., there's literally a hop, skip, and a jump from my hotel. About 5 feet from my hotel, there's a Chase, because they're literally on like every corner. But I said, you know what, let me just go on a early morning stroll at 4:30 in the morning here. But now it's starting to really rain on me. I'm gonna put my jacket on back again in a minute here. But Richard said, I was messaging Richard, and he said, why don't you jump on a live right now and just show them you walking around? I said, okay, I can do that. But I'm getting pretty rained on now. I'm about to put my hood back on here in a minute. Here, guys, let's get my jacket back on because it's getting a little bit. I hate when like rain falls on your head. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's just like, sorry, I have to try and balance you. This tripod does not stand well. Okay, there we go. That's good. It falls over. Okay, back to the jacket. Sorry, I'm getting rained on too much. I'll put this back in my purse. My little handy dandy bag here. it actually folds up to fit right in my purse, which is convenient. But I'm getting really rained on, so hold on to your short pants, everybody. Put this in my bag, put my jacket back on. Because I can't stand when rain falls right on my head. Like it like in your eyes and stuff. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. It's like one of the most annoying things where like water is just falling in your eyes. So I want to put my hood on. Okay. So I never take my purse off when I'm in Times Square. I just put it like around my neck for safety because you don't ever want to have like not I don't have money in it now because I already deposited it, but just for safety, I always do that. I never put it like down on the floor or something like that. You don't want to be doing that. No, you want to always be holding on to your belongings as much as you can. I have the phone here right here, but someone could come grab my phone. But phones are less likely to steal because they're a pain in the ass. But someone's purse, you never know. Okay, so I gotta go like this, you guys. Sorry. I'm getting rained on. I'm just gonna go like that. Okay, here we go. Now we're back on our adventure. And like I said, I don't know where we're going, but I feel so much better with it on because I just can't stand when water's just like falling on my like eyelashes and stuff. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. It's irritating when you have like rain falling on your face. Once you put a hood on, it's like makes such a difference. Like all the difference in the world. I'm so happy about this thing. I got this for $10. It's just like a Fruit of Loom jacket. It's a size small, which it's a very large small, which I normally wouldn't want to be like in such a, look how big it is for a small. But I'm very happy with it here because it's perfect for New York because you kind of want like big clothes here when you're walking around. It's kind of nice, just have like a big hoodie on. So I'm super happy with this purchase. And I knew I needed something like this. I almost didn't bring something like this because I have my leopard jacket, but that was all I was going to bring. And that would not have worked for when I'm just kind of bumping around. Richard's like, why aren't you wearing a leopard jacket? I said, oh, I wear that for work. I don't wear it all the time because it's very flashy. And I don't always want that much attention. So I wear it for work. But when I'm just like being myself in my normal, just bumping around, I want to be like super dressed down. So I just wear like, jeans and this, But I absolutely adore my new leopard jacket. And it's Kate Spade, which is so appropriate because Kate Spade is New York. And I have Kate Spade shoes. And like, not yesterday, a couple days ago when I was walking around for work. And I was like, I just felt like so cool in my Kate Spade jacket, my Kate Spade shoes, because it's Kate Spade, New York. And Kate Spade, committed suicide, which I kind of feel like a connection a little bit because my mom's from New York and she had a daughter. And it's like kind of this weird thing where I feel this weird like universal connection with her. I love her products. I have like Kate Spade bag. I have 2 Kate Spade purses. I have 4 Kate Spade shoes and 1 Kate Spade jacket and a Kate Spade watch. My Kate Spade watch. A little leopard watch. So I'm like Kate Spade fanatic. That and Betsy Johnson and Michael Kors. Those are my 3 brands. I don't literally don't veer from them. Those are like the only 3 I ever do. All of my shoes are either Betsy Johnson, Kate Spade, or Michael Kors. It's like it. I was like obsessed with those brands. And they're not overly expensive. They can be. Kate Spade can be very expensive, but I've never spent more than $100 for anything of hers. And usually less than that. But she has things that are like $300, $400, $500. Yeah, right. Like I don't know. I can't go that direction. It's too dark. I gotta keep staying in kind of like Times Square area. Otherwise, you guys are just not even gonna see me because if I walk in the other direction, it's kind of too dark right now. So I gotta stay where it's really light over here. Oh wow, what a nice morning. Look at that cool thing. Let's see. I don't know. How should you guys the other direction on this app? I don't know. I don't turn it. But look at this building. Look at that blue up there. Isn't that interesting? Pretty snazzy, huh? There's some cool buildings in New York. Only the coolest. Anywho, I couldn't be happier with how this trip is going other than my phone issue, but it's all worked out. Luckily, I had that one client that saw me 3 times this weekend. Otherwise, I'd be in a real financial ruin right now because of the phone issue. So I feel like everybody who like hates me was trying to wish bad on me, trying to do these things with me, or to like talk about me like they try but they fail because we're Jedi, so it like all works out. Like the fact that we forward. If I didn't forward, I wouldn't even know I was missing messages. Like, and I wouldn't even gotten that client's messages. Like, it was from forwarding. And isn't that weird? Like, I forward to Richard, he sees my messages, but I don't. My phone's receiving 0 messages, but it's forwarding still. So it's forwarding to him. So he's seeing all my messages and I'm 0. But he's not even seeing my green. He's only seeing my blue. So we're missing like all green messages. This is a nightmare. So we said, forget it. We switched to text now because they're literally telling me they can't help me. What is the deal with all of this astrology readings here? I mean, everybody's about getting in their psychics, astrology readings. I mean, I see them all over everywhere in New York. I mean, it's probably like the 5th one I've seen. Apparently, that's a big deal. The psychics and the astrology readings and stuff, I'm seeing those everywhere. People are funny. But I'm kind of walking into an area that's too dark. Over here was that chase I went to that has the outside ATMs. This side doesn't, but on the other side does. See, this side has a vestibule. But on the other side of this chase, they have, I'll walk up there. They have outside ATMs. That's where I just went. I'm back. I'm really just walking in circles. I was just over here. I'm back to where I started. But most of them are just vestibules like that. Those ones are closed till 10. But on the other side of this one, there's an outside ATM. But guess what? There's 2 ATMs. One of them is not working. So, oh dear. I walked all the way over here and the ATM's not working, but the second one was working. So I was like, oh good. It wouldn't take my deposit. It was like not working. It couldn't take deposits. So, oh, fabulous. So when we lived in Manhattan, we had Wells Fargo, which was less convenient. Like I'm just seeing there's one right here. I remember going to this one all the time. But there's way less Wells Fargo than Chases. There is like, I don't even know how many Chases there are in Manhattan, but there are so many that I'll be like, which one do I want to go to? It's equidistant, whether I go uptown, downtown, it's like, they're just everywhere. They're like on every other corner, there's a Chase. But in order to get one that has an outside ATM, which I'm going to show you guys, you have to come all the way over here. Look at this big old thimble-like thing with a button. Because this is the garment district, so it's a big button with like a needle or sewing needle. But right here, look, this one can't even. This is the one I use. Can't even accept check deposits. Thank goodness I have a check. But that one was the one I used. But this one isn't even working. And don't say it's not working. But when you go to use it, it's not working. But this is the only one that I've ever found in Manhattan that's outside. Everywhere else, it's a vestibule. Even on the other side, it's a vestibule. So I came over here, and that's why I made the deposit. But the one is not even taking check deposits, taking cash. So I did that with the other ATM's not even working. It looks like it's working, but when you go to try to use it, it's not. So that's what I came over here for. And then Richard said, why don't you do a live since you're walking around? I said, okay, sure. No problem. Since I'm walking around, might as well. But eventually I want to head back to my hotel. But I don't want to walk with you guys because then you guys don't know where I'm staying. So I'm just walking around Times Square for now. Hey, Roku. Roku, we have Roku. See the Roku ad? I love Roku. We love our Rokus. That has just been the best thing for with the ladies and everything because otherwise we would have to have like, the whole, the cable box in every room, which is difficult because then you got to make sure you have the way to have it in every room. You got to have that outlet for the cable and everything. And so much easier just get a Roku for everybody. I mean, the ladies love it. It's very user-friendly with the remotes. We used to have Apple TV. Me and Rich had Apple TV for a million years. We've had about 4 Apple TVs. But we found the Roku was way more user-friendly with like just the way to use it than the Apple TV, especially for Gloria and Annette. The Apple TV would be very confusing for them because I think the remote is weird. It's like nothing. Apple TV remote is like nothing. It's just like a button, so it's hard if you don't know how to use it because you think, oh, just a button, it should be easy, but it's difficult if you're not used to it. Whereas the Roku is much easier. So we've had such a good experience with the Roku, so I highly recommend that if you guys are needing something like that, if you don't have a smart TV. Like, Annette has a smart TV, but we still use the Roku. And Gloria's is now, well, Gloria's is a Roku TV. Ours and Gloria's are Roku TVs, which Roku TVs are pretty affordable these days. They're much cheaper than a lot of the other TVs. Well, maybe all TVs are getting cheaper. All I know is when me and Rich first bought our first 4K TV was like $1,600, and that was a good deal. And now they're like less than $1,000 for like a better TV than that. But yeah, I remember our first 4K 3D TV was like $1,600, and that was like a deal. We bought it from this guy that was sold TVs kind of aftermarket in Las Vegas out of his warehouse. He sold like really expensive cars and really nice TVs. We found him like on Craigslist or something back in the day. And he has like a business. I mean, it's not like some, like, it's a full business and stuff. He's like a legit guy. But he just gets these TVs at discount, and then he sells them at discount to you. But they're nice TVs. So we got like this Samsung TV back in the day before we went to the cave. Yeah, we spent about like $1,600 on it. And now, like, TVs are just so much more affordable. I was so mad that we used that much because we ended up going to the cave too. Like, we only had the TV a couple months, and then we went to the cave. And so we just left it for our neighbors. We gave it to our neighbors. We had a Tempur-Pedic bed too that we spent like $4,000 on, which I was so mad about, you guys. I was so mad about this Tempur-Pedic. We bought it for like $4,000. And then, like, I right away realized I didn't like Tempur-Pedic. I was like, Richard, you can't have sex on a Tempur-Pedic. It feels like we're like in quicksand. It's the weirdest thing. Like, sex on a Tempur-Pedic sucks. Like, you get sunk into the bed. It's the weirdest thing. And I read about it. They're like, yeah, people complain about that all the time. Like, sex on a Tempur-Pedic sucks. It was the weirdest thing. And I remember, like, after getting it, I was like, I feel like we just made the biggest mistake. Like, I feel like we just made such a huge mistake spending $4,000 on a bed that, like, it feels like I'm in quicksand when I'm trying to, like, make love with my husband. It was so weird. So I just, some of these things we did early on that I would never do again. You know, we've learned so much. Like, I would never buy a Tempur-Pedic ever again. Also, Tempur-Pedics are not supposed to get bed bugs. That's not true. So Gloria's Tempur-Pedics were infested with bed bugs. We got rid of those. We don't have any more of the Tempur-Pedic mattresses anymore, but they were infested. And Tempur-Pedic's not supposed to get bed bugs. Give it to Gloria, it will. So, yeah. Okay, we're back to Carlos. Now, I'm literally just walking like in circles, you guys. Back to Carlos' Steak Shop, the jelly donuts. Hoboken. Hoboken is New Jersey. You guys don't know that, but it's super close. Hoboken is like one of the closest cities in New Jersey to Manhattan. It's like 10 minutes from Manhattan. If you go in the tunnel, 10, 15 minutes in the tunnel to Hoboken. It's a nice part of New Jersey. But when I first got here, I had no idea how close it was. Someone was like, do you come to Jersey? I'm like, no, that's way too far. And they're like, really? Because like close to most places in Manhattan. I was like, oh, really? Oh, let me look. I was like, oh, yeah, you're like 10 minutes away. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I guess I can come to Jersey. I had no idea because like Manhattan's just a small island. So like a lot of states are close. You know, I mean, Connecticut's not even far. I've never been to Connecticut, but it's not that far. Where is it? You know, there's a bunch of states all around here that are just super close. Where I'm from California, so like going to another state was a big deal. You know what I mean? I remember like when I was young going to Tahoe, and you would go to Nevada. We used to go to Nevada all the time, which kids, you know, live in Nevada. But there was still like a thing, you know, to cross the state line. Where here, it's like nothing. I mean, everything's just so close. All the states are so close on the East Coast. So it's so common to go to all the different states, you know. But when I'm working, I usually only go to Jersey or New York. I've never been to another state besides Jersey or New York for work. But anyway, here we are in Times Square. Still, for anybody that there's Megan Thee Stallion. Hot Girl Summer. we got Times Square is basically just billboards. If you guys don't know that, I mean that's basically all Times Square is. It's just a bunch of billboards and shops. So it's just like rows of these ginormous billboards, which is basically what Vegas is becoming now. Is billboards. I mean, they'll just make a fortune for people. They make so much money on these billboards now, especially since they rotate now. So it used to be, you put up one billboard, you charge someone X amount, but now you can charge every person, and you have it just cycle through with these, changing billboards. It's crazy. It's kind of like how, these cities make their money with these billboards. Vegas, that's like, they're just living off the billboards lately after the pandemic and advertising. But yeah, they're just everywhere. Oh, they have the Yankees over there, not the Mets. They were showing the Yankees for a second. I haven't been watching any Mets games. I wanted to so bad, but they blocked me from watching here in New York, which sucks because they want you to pay. But I have the MLB app because I logged in. Richard gave me the login for the MLB app, but they want me to pay on top of that to watch the games, and I'm like, that's lame. That's so lame. So I'm irritated about that because I can't watch that. Maybe the next round, like I forget who they were playing. Whoever they were playing was blocked, but sometimes it depends on the team they're playing. So if they're done with that round, I don't know who they were playing, but I tried to watch a couple days ago and it was totally blocked. I'm like, I haven't tried again. But as soon as they're done with that team, there's potentially could be unblocked because sometimes it has to do with the other team, not New York. It has to do with who they're playing. Blocked because they want you to pay them in order to watch the game. So on top of what you're already paying, so you already have like your MLB app that you have to pay for, but then you have to pay more. It's kind of ridiculous sometimes how much they want you to pay just to watch one game. It's like, get out of here. I mean, you can watch more than one game because you pay and then you pay for that series. So like they play 3 to 4 games. So, but still, that's all that you're paying for is the 3 to 4 games. And then you might have to do it again. It's just kind of annoying to me because I'm like, I mean, it used to be you could just watch games on regular TV. You know what I mean? Now it's like such a big deal. Watch sports, charge you an arm and a leg, but whatever. Anyway, so here we are. Oh, this is Times Square with the red steps, which it's closed off right now, but I'll show you guys. I've been on these before. This is where, they drop the ball, for New Year's Eve. And these are those red steps that, you probably have famously seen. Me and Rich have some photos on these. So those red steps there. And then where's the ball? The ball, I think, drops right over there. You see where it says 2025? I think that's where they dropped the ball, right over there. Yeah, where it says 1 Times Square, I believe that right there. This is 2025. Is right around where they dropped the ball. But yeah, here we are. Times Square. The steps. The famous red steps. Who's this guy we got here? Father Duffy. I have no idea who that general is. But this is Father Duffy Square, apparently. Anyone know who Father Duffy is? It looks like he's a general of some sort. I don't know. But anyways, they got all these statues all over New York. Got another guy over here. I don't know who he is. I don't know who any of these people are. But there was one the other day with Oscar Wilde, remember the author? Whatever. He had a statue there. Who's this guy we got over here? Who do we got? George and Owen. I don't know. I don't know who these people are. I don't know. But I feel like you should know who the statues are. And I feel like it should be like somebody, oh, I know who that is. But I'm like, I don't know who any of them are. Except for the author. Oscar Wilde. What did I say? Oscar Wilde. Oscar Wilde. I don't remember this one. Oscar Wilde. But yeah. Anywho. I don't know who Father Duffy is or who that guy is over there. All right. Let me see. Oh, Vanderpump Villa. Richard, there's a new Vanderpump. Oh dear, there's a Vanderpump Villa. We've seen all the Vanderpumps. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. we watched the Valley too with Jax and Brittany and all that shenanigans. We saw all of them. They were at the Virgin during the opening, and we weren't watching. We had never seen the shows. That's actually what made us start watching the shows. Is all the Vanderpumps were at the opening to the Virgin, and we saw them, and Richard had filmed them. I don't know if we still have the footage because we've lost so much footage over the years, but this was back in whatever year the Virgin opened. It was like 2022, and which used to be the Hard Rock, in Las Vegas, and now the Virgin. So I'm just walking around in circles. I don't want to go where it's dark, so I keep just kind of walking through Times Square. But we saw all of them, and I remember all I thought was so much makeup on. I remember that was what was so significant. Very beautiful people. I remember it was but exuberant amounts of makeup, where it was just where their face seemed like plastic. They had so much makeup on. That's all I remember, but we hadn't watched the show yet, so I wish we had been watching the show because I would actually recognize the people. But yeah, I just remember it was all these people. Richard took the video and stuff. They were sitting at one of the bars. It was kind of sectioned off. They were at a bar. All of the Vanderpump people were there. Lisa, Jax, everybody, Stassi, everybody was there. I wish I had been watching the show, because then I would have even recognized everybody. But yeah. So Richard that day also met Mario Lopez. He has a photo with Mario Lopez. He's giving him a hug. Mario Lopez was there for the opening, and he was throwing dice at one of the craps tables, and it was he didn't have his mask on, and this was during the pandemic, and because he was doing a little cameo, and I remember everyone was freaking out. Oh my God, Mario Lopez doesn't have a mask. How dare he? Making this big deal. I'm he's a celebrity. He can do whatever he wants. He's doing a photo. Of course, he's not gonna have his mask on, but people were freaking out on it's people on he was on Twitter. But we had posted it, and they're oh my God, how dare Mario Lopez not wear a mask? How dare he not wear a mask? And all this stuff, and I was come on, you crazy people. Yelling at Mario Lopez. People are nuts. But, all right. I'm probably going to be getting off here pretty soon because I want to go back to my hotel, and I can't walk the direction of my hotel because I don't want anyone to have any idea where I'm staying. So if I even start walking that direction, I feel like it would not be good. So I'm probably going to jump off here pretty soon, really soon, because I'm kind of tired of literally just walking in circles around Times Square at this point. I really wish I could keep vlogging and have you guys walk all the way with me back to my hotel, but unfortunately I can't do that for my safety, because people are haters. So I don't even want to start walking the direction of my hotel, because I don't even want anyone to know where I am. And I hope no one does. I haven't shown anything of my hotel, not my work stuff, nothing. So fingers crossed I don't get doxxed, because I'm staying at this one. I was supposed to move today, but I told Rich I'd rather stay. And he looked into it that if I stay, we save $150 from me moving to another hotel. So I said, yeah, just keep me here then. Perfect, because I'm really happy with it. I'm going to do my window dancing. I do my window dancing, and people walk by me, and they're always what a nutcase. It's awkward to do. The things I do for you guys, which you guys don't even enjoy, I'm sure. Hate on me. But, I make a fool of myself, believe me. It's it's not easy to doing these things in public. People will laugh at you in public. It's not people are oh, that's cool. People are what a weirdo. It's what I hear all the time. Oh, that Van Leeuwen ice cream. I guess it's right here. I don't think that's any good. Look at this. Look, I just saw this. I didn't know this was from New York. I've seen this at Whole Foods. It's Van Leeuwen ice cream. I had it about 2 years ago at Whole Foods one time. I have not done anything like that here. I'm not doing any sort of sweets. I'm so proud of myself. I haven't done any sweets. But that is not good ice cream. And I bet you people think it's amazing. It's one of but I was not impressed. Not at all. It's very creamy. I remember it being very, very creamy, but I did not particularly like it. But I didn't know it was from New York. It looks like it might be from, well, I don't even know it's from New York, but they have one here. But I just got it from Whole Foods one day. What is this? Oh, it's a Hershey store. I was like, it's a Reese's store? Reese's PB&J? Gross. Are you kidding? Has anyone had this? That looks disgusting to me. Peanut butter and jelly Reese's? Are you joking? This is the thing? Gross. You get strawberry or grape? That sounds terrible. Chocolate, peanut butter, and jelly? No. No. That sounds terrible. How is that a thing? How is chocolate, peanut butter, and jelly a thing? Ew. I'm sorry, that sounds terrible. I have not seen that. I don't eat something like that. What? Twizzlers milkshake? Who is eating these things? And a Jolly Rancher slushie? What? I mean, okay, I feel like you're just trying to kill yourself. Like, are you trying to give yourself a heart attack if you're eating those things? I mean, that's just terrible. Ew. Gross. Okay, Nathan's hot dogs, my mom's favorite. But they are so expensive in New York. I got them like in 2023, one time, because I had to. Because I had to get a Nathan's hot dog. So my mom has been talking about Nathan's hot dog. Like, oh, Nathan's hot dog. So I got one from like a guy just like that. He was like $15 for a hot dog. I was like, get your shorts out of here. We made of gold, this damn hot dog. It sure was not either. It was sure not worth $15. I'll tell you that darn much. I never buy that darn thing again. But I was like, Mom, you're crazy. $15 damn for a hot dog. Nathan's, get out of here. But at Smith in Las Vegas, they sell Nathan's hot dogs for like $2. Those are fabulous. And it's a big one, like a big old juicy one. Way better than the little dinkers. It was a dinky hot dog too. It wasn't even a big one. I was so disappointed. I was like, never again. Never ever again will I buy a Nathan's hot dog from New York. I mean, I just couldn't believe it. I felt like I was like robbed blind from that. I really feel like I robbed me because you don't necessarily know the price if you don't ask. Sometimes you're like, they've already made it, and then you're like, what? Oh dear. Can I change my mind? Can I say no after you already made it? Oh, you can't. So you're just stuck. Like, you have to make sure to ask for some of these places. So I feel like the halal places, they're usually around $10, but if you get some asshole that wants to just rip people off, try and charge like $15, $20 for the halal, get your shorts out of here. But he's already made it, and so you're like, but you're being ripped off, but you're just like, gosh darn you. So I try to ask if I'm ever, I'm not probably even going to go to another stand now that I'm here, now that I got my grill. But when I first got here, I had to go to a couple stands, not the hot dog stand, that I did in like 2023. Ain't doing that, malarkey again. But I went to this one, it was a Mexican one this morning that had steak over rice, which that was really good. But $12, but that's a $15 hot dog, I'll tell you that much. So that was a good find, but still expensive to me. Because like I was able to get my beef for $7.99, which is insane. I'm in Manhattan and they have organic beef for $7.99, like the best. And that's the cheapest. Some places it's $13.99 for the organic beef. Oof. So Fairway, it's $7.99, which is cheaper than I can even get in Vegas. So now I'm like sitting pretty with my little George Foreman grill, my $7.99 beef, 3 pounds a day. That's it. Good to go. Done. Not spending exuberant prices. Oh look, I can sit in this chair. Papa squat. Let's Papa squat here, you guys. What's going on? Oh. Never mind. I'm taking the chair. Literally, the guy's like taking the chairs. Really? Chairs have been sitting there for like ever. And you have to take them right as I sit down. He's like, oh, I ain't move these right now. Really? Because no one, okay, right now you have to. Just because I sat down, you have to move them right this minute. I mean, it wasn't like a work person. I don't even know if they were his chairs. I think he was just stealing them. Like, really? He's like, oh, yeah, I remember right now. Okay. Whatever. I think those are his chairs. They were just like random chairs that have been there all the time I've been walking around. They've been sitting there, those chairs. No one sitting on them, nothing. As soon as I sit down, the guy goes, oh, I need him of these chairs. He didn't say it. He just like motioned it to me. Get up. I was like, what? Whatever. Dopamine. That's what his album's called. Little Tekka. Who is this? Dopamine. That's a weird album. I don't know who that guy is. Rally Jam. I don't know any of these ads. I am out of loop. I guess I am not very fashion forward. Any Raising Cane's, really? So weird when you see something like a Raising Cane's. So I remember when they made one of those in Las Vegas, right where we live. I don't think they're any good. I don't know. Are you guys fans of Raising Cane's chicken? I don't think it's any good. But they made one right by where we used to live when we lived on Tropicana in Las Vegas. I remember when it came in, everyone was like, oh, Raising Cane's. And I'm like, same with Chick-fil-A. I remember when people went just nuts for Chick-fil-A when it came to Vegas. And I'm like, really? I don't understand. Kind of get the In-N-Out burger thing, kind of. When I was a kid, we used to kind of go nuts for In-N-Out burger, but even that now. I remember me and Richard had In-N-Out burger in like 2022, and we were like so disappointed. We were like, this is like what everyone's going nuts for. Like they've really like messed up that, because it used to be better, I think. Like unless it was just my perception of it. But the last time we had In-N-Out burger, we were like extremely disappointed. But we have pretty high standards for hamburgers because we do our organic beef, you know. So I was like, you gotta have it. I need to take my hood off now. I think it's not raining. Yeah. Okay. Cool. It's not raining anymore. Oh, we got a flag. This is not a recruiting station, which I don't even understand how it's a recruiting station. What is it? You go in there? Is it literally like a little hut in there? It is. Like, oh yeah, you do. Oh my god, that's so weird. Like, that's such a strange, this little hut thing with the flag. Oh no, it is still raining. Oh, I couldn't feel it, but now I feel it. What a weird place to join the military. I mean, I guess cool, you're in the Times Square, but it's just so strange. And you go see your recruiter like right here in this little hut. I saw that it had this on this side, but I didn't realize that you literally go in that little hut. And that's how you sign up for the military. It's weird. So when I signed up for the Air Force, I signed up in Los Angeles because I was living with my dad at the time. Yeah, he lived in Lakewood, which is right next to Long Beach. And I had the hottest recruiter. His name was Sergeant. He was a Staff Sergeant Jason Payne. Oh, God. Just such a handsome guy. I was like, yes, I will join the military. Yes, I've never been like you. I remember, like, I was young. I was like, I was only, 16 when I first signed up. And 17 when I joined. So I was 16, and then I had to wait to graduate high school, which I graduated at 17. I graduated a year early. But I had this, so I signed up probably in, February or something, and I turned 17 in March, and then I joined in September. So I remember I hadn't even turned 17 when I first signed up. And then you can't join until you're 17. You can't join at 16, but they can do a delayed entry program. DEP is what they call it, which means as soon as you finish high school, you can join. And so I only had 2 classes left to finish high school my junior year. Like I was so far ahead of all my peers. They only had 2 classes in order to finish. So I just finished it at like a charter thing. Like I just did the 2 classes through a charter thing because I had to move to my dad's. So it was like just a homeschool thing for like my last 2 classes. And then after that, I went into the military. So I joined September 24th, 2002, which 9/11 had happened the year before. as you guys know. And that's primarily why I went in the military, because I had never thought of going in the military, because my parents were in the Army and they frowned upon the military. They said, don't ever go into the military. That's what I was told from a young age. My mom said, don't ever join the military. And then 9/11 happened. And so then they were all like kind of for it, because, everyone's very patriotic at the time. If you guys are too young to know, everyone was like super patriotic and like, all about like rah rah America after 9/11. So I was, a young child, 16, and very influenced by what was going on in the world. And I wanted to, fight for my country. So I ended up going, look, he didn't even move them. He made me get off these chairs. And they're still sitting here. What a dick. These are not his chairs. I was sitting in this chair. And the second I sat down, the guy came and was like motioning for me to get up like he was going to move the chair. They're still here. What the hell? You just wanted to bother me? I mean, it made no sense. It makes no sense. He didn't even move them. Thanks, dickhead. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm just kidding. No, but seriously. I was like, don't, he's not going to move those chairs. This is where they've been. These 3 chairs have been sitting here all forever, probably since the beginning of time here in Times Square. And I sit down for 30 seconds, and the guy goes, get up! I gotta move the chairs. And he hasn't even moved them. Get the heck out of here. Whatever. But, anyways, you guys, I'm probably gonna jump off here soon, because I really do want to go back to my hotel now. It's about time for me to, I really wish I could show you guys my burgers that I'm cooking in my room. Oh, look at those seagulls. Hi, seagulls. Aw, so many seagulls. There's about as many seagulls as pigeons here in New York. It's wonderful. Oh, it's a gorgeous morning. I just couldn't be happier at this current moment. Just sitting here. What? Beyonce is in a new Levi's ad. She's looking good. Beyonce, have you guys seen this new Levi's ad? She's looking good. I just feel like it's unrealistic. Like, that's not her. I don't believe she looks that good right now. Well, maybe so. Oh, here we go. It's going to show again. I think she's looking good. There you go, Beyonce. You see, I don't know how to zoom in for this. She's looking pretty good. They keep showing the same ad over and over and over. But I think she's looking good. I'm just not sure if that's literally her in every scene. I feel like those are not her legs when they show that. But I don't know. But she looks good. She's looking good. You guys see the ad at all? Good for her. If that's accurate, she's looking good. But you never know these days. There's so much like they don't show people or they have a body double or whatever. But if that's her, she looks good right now. I haven't seen her in a million years, Slick Rick. I don't know any of this stuff. Slick Rick. You gotta know who Slick Rick is? This is, oh, it's a YouTube thing. Look at that. And YouTube, Slick Rick on YouTube. I don't know who that is. I'm looking at these billboards. I don't know, like 95% outrageous. In a new show called Outrageous. Do you guys know any of these things? I feel like I am like in a different world here. I'm like, what? I don't know any of this stuff that they're advertising. Juneteenth.
Brand new day, y'all. Turn me up a little bit.
Maybe now you're gonna hear this one. Sun shining. Yo.
I don't hate players. I love the game. I'm a shot clock, way above the game.
Be point blank with you, the game.
I got all this work on me. I ain't come for play.
You can show the little shorties how you pump and think.
The dog.
Not to death. I'm not impressed. I'm not amused. I'm not confused. I'm not to do. I'm a grown man business. I am not in school. Put your hand down, youngin'. This is not for you.
On my jail, my beats with the Kanye, yo.
Name on the market, your name off the payroll. Style fresh,
Like I'm still a Dale, and it's been been like that since the day yo.
On more time than a rollie or Seiko.
Step on deck, your neck, or do what I say so. Get up or get out, get down and lay low.
Stand in the shadows. Open Jedi, I am Black Jedi. That Jedi.
Black people, white people, let's move.
Shout out to my man Khalid Kwame. We on top. Shout out, check it out.
Check it out. Slim Jedi.
To cast a big shadow.
Cherokee red to shoot the long arrow.
Got
More skill, more aim, and more ammo.
You can get it all from a big or small barrel like
Hail Mary, full of grace, Jedi.
Come and shoot up the place and make you pull up your face. The death.
I pull out the ace from the jungles of the Empire State where there ain't no escape. 247
718, and that's like every night, every day. From the place that I settle insane to the states, I'm collecting my pay.
Blast off and I'm back to the cave.
Hold it down for my family straight.
Represent in a family way.
Football, not for amateur play.
Being Ross is an amateur stage. Before the press and the cameras raised.
Like a long time man of the way, you understanding me straight.
Yeah, no doubt.
Excellence. And that's what it is, you see.
Richer, crisper, stronger reception, a sharper picture. Revolve around God and evolve with Jedis. These elements I perform my scripture. I make Jedi read a classic modern figure. Open.
It don't matter if you holler or whisper. Coming through clear cause I'm right here with you. Ain't gotta edit the slang, I gotta get you. Yo, brothers and sisters, fathers and mothers.
The brothers, the leavers, the daughters, believers, the stayers, the quitters, the bitches, the Jedis, the rapper gorillas, the getters, the village.
All gonna feel it from the first to the million. Extra, ordinary and plain.
I walk 1,000 paces of light ahead of the
Gang, by the time you get where I'm standing,
I'll be gone. Y'all make moves, but I just move on.
And I move in. Y'all must move along. Cause I move too strong. I know what my feet move for.
Made it go without a brand new car. Made it fresh without a brand new song. I can give a fuck what kind of brand you are. I'm more concerned what kind of man you are. What your principles and standards are. You understand me, y'all? Be good to your family, y'all. No matter where your families are.
Cause everybody needs family, y'all. Raise a hand if you understand me, y'all. Everybody needs family, y'all.
Be good to your families, dog.
Understand no matter where your families are. Everybody needs family, dog.
Raise your hand, you understand me, pa.
That's what it is, my man. My family, my pencil Pete, my man too.
All the loved one behind the walls. Daniel denied. Gregory Hedges.
Masada Marala, Sundara,
Magic Mel, life is real. To all the real soldiers, to all the white people, to all the black people. Real family, y'all.
Michael Friday, TJ Lavin.
Let it be bright.
What was that? No way! Yeah! That's it. Okay, we're gonna keep that one. Alright, that's a take.